Welcome guys back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing all of the longer range weapons in PUBG that aren't like marksman rifles, so say sniper rifles and single action weapons. So I'm going to be testing this all on the 400-meter range, and I will be including the crossbow in this. And speaking of the crossbow, that is actually at the bottom of my list because I actually hate the crossbow a lot. Despite its overuse in multiplayer games, I don't like it. I can rarely hit targets from this range, just because it has an insane time to reach, like your target. So therefore it goes on the bottom of my list. But still, don't get me wrong, it's a great weapon. Now, second up, we have the Win 94, which is a lever action rifle. This is only going to be found on the Miramar map because it's a sort of like old-fashioned weapon. I like this gun a lot more than the crossbow, but I don't like it as much because you can't put a scope on it. I also will have more weapons coming up soon. So yeah, we're just gonna finish off this round of like shooting these targets, and you'll have a look at what this weapon's like. So yeah, as you can see, it's much better than the crossbow because it has 8 rounds you have to go through before reloading, and that's a massive difference because no one wants to like shoot after every single round. So yeah, moving on to the next weapon. Alright guys, so next up is the Kar 98K. This was the German weapon in World War II, standard issue rifle. It's a lot better than the other 2 weapons, seeing as it's bolt action and it takes a more kind of stronger ammunition, which is 7.62 by the way. So what it has something called a zeroing distance, and what that does, you adjust that to the amount of range that your target's at. So say if I was to shoot something that was 200 meters away, I switch up on the D-pad and I'm trying to hit this green target. You should be able to hit it without any mistakes. Look, now it's turned red. So it means that it doesn't drop as much. So I like this weapon a lot more, but I will not take it over the other weapons that are coming up next. Next up might be a big surprise for everyone, but I didn't place the AWM as the top spot for the sniper rifles. Most people might be surprised by this, but I really am not, because I don't like this rifle one bit. It can only be found in drops, and it has a very rare kind of ammo. And when it's fit with a 15 times scope, and you have a bit of ammo for it, it's absolutely beastly. But don't get me wrong, this gun is very impractical. I would not run it as my secondary any day because I would run out of ammo instantly. And it can only be found in drops, which is just a massive negative. So yeah, you might have guessed it, the #1 spot is coming up right next. Taking up the #1 spot is, you guessed it, the M24. Now this rifle is my favourite because this is one of the most powerful rifles in the game. It can stack up to the AWM, like as in comparison, and it has a more common type of ammo, which is 7.62 by the way. Fitted with a 8 times or a 15 times scope, this thing, if you have it, then you'll win the game. It's just guaranteed. So yeah, this is my personal preference. Don't be mad. But yeah, this was the comparisons of all the snipers. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and leave a like.